Bang.
Bang.
And that is the ceremonious bang for Phil from Duck Dynasty.
For Phil.
Phil, the Duck Dynasty man, has passed away. He got sent to Flavortown or Duck Hell. I don't know what he did. But,
Yeah. Well, you know how versed I am in Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. So for this podcast, it's going to be 40 minutes of just a monologue. So, yeah. Just,
40-minute monologue.
Yeah, just a 40-minute monologue. Just say how special Phil was to you and, you know, everything.
Well,
Here's the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have a whole lot about Phil.
All right. Well, on the next segment, we got... no, we're doing a Hunted theme episode because the Duck Dynasty guy got KO'd. So we're doing a little hunting theme. Would we be able to hunt these animals? I'm just going to ask you, do you think we'd be able to fucking hunt? Let's just assume, because, you know, I might have a little more experience on hunting than you, maybe not, but... Let's just give ourselves 5. Let's consider ourselves average people. Like we already own the equipment, and all we need to do is, you know, we already have the permits, so all of it's legal.
Yeah.
And we're basically.
Well, I mean, either way, we can just go get the permits.
Yeah.
It's not like it's hard to go get a permit.
So we're basically just ranking on how hard it is to actually hunt these animals, and if we think we can do it.
Yeah.
Number 1, a white-tailed deer. Back in Minnesota.
I mean,
there
I feel
were
like
so many fucking deer.
It's like a 2. A 2 low is really easy, right?
Yeah.
Huntability. Oh, dude, it might even be a 1. Dude, like what? Dude, I've seen like literal children go hunting. That's like a 1. That has to be a 1.
So a 1 would be like an ant, or something that you could walk out and within 10 minutes go see.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't hunt an ant.
Yeah. But like, I'm just saying, like, a 1 would be so crazy, ridiculously easy to hunt that you basically walk out in the world and it's like within 10 minutes you can get it. I'd say deer are, as a person who's actually, this is like the one animal I actually have hunted. It actually takes a long ass time.
Yeah, it does take you have to be patient.
It's mostly about patience.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to give it just a little bit higher. I don't think it's incredibly hard. It's mostly about time. Because, like, dude, there's a part of me that wants to say, like, fishing. Just imagine fishing. If you're just saying general fish, like, catching a fish is a 1. Because you can go to any fucking lake.
True.
And you can just grab a fishing pole and get a piece of corn, and then you'll catch a fish.
Yeah.
Now, can you do that with a deer? No.
Yeah.
They're actually hyper aware, and, you know, they're very skittish. So I'm gonna give it like a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 3 as well.
Yeah,
I think I'll give it a 3 as well.
Coming up.
Especially when you bring up like the fishing.
Yeah,
like that in the sense of like getting the fish. Like that's a 1.
That's
about as easy as it gets.
Exactly.
For like an animal that you would like potentially catch, potentially eat.
Yep.
Any of those along those lines, I would say. Like, fishing is about as easy as it gets.
Yep.
Like, and then doing white-tailed deer, I mean, it's pretty basic.
So there's one thing that's not really talked about, but I'm going to bring it into the equation.
Mm-hmm.
So not only are we assuming we have killed the animal at this point, the last part of the hunt is, and then gutting it, whatever. Just say we're proficient at gutting it, who cares?
Yeah.
But the last part is actually getting it out of there. So
yeah, that can be kind of a bitch.
So you have to essentially plan to get out of there, which means you like need an ATV or a truck or something that once you actually shoot said animal, you can haul it out.
Yep.
So I'm giving that, the hauling out ability is actually going to raise it to like a 4 or 5 for me because deers are so fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just like grab them and like, well, I guess if you're Brock Lesnar or something.
Yeah, if you're fucking like that.
If you're
fucking
if you're Red
if you're
Hulk.
trying to get a I mean, after you fucking got the deer, I mean, it's basically like, all right, let's fucking gut this thing. After you gut it, I mean, you know.
Yep.
Then you can fucking get it in, whether to your ATV, your truck, whatever it may be.
Yep.
I mean, at that point, you're probably not hunting too much more, so you can get a good exercise in.
Yeah.
But either way, I still think it's like a 3 because I mean, there's children that even like I've seen teenagers that do all of it themselves.
Yes.
So that's kind of why I'm like 4.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of pisses me off that you defied me on the first one, but yeah, it's fine.
Yep. So I'm going 3. Next up, we have mallards. Specifically, it has a note here on public land.
On public land, baby.
So I mean, I don't get what you mean by public land.
It just means you're not going to like a private land, you know, as in like your house, somebody's farm. They're going to go hunt ducks. It's public land.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the place you do it is public land, is it not? I mean,
yeah. I mean, fuck, man. You can go to a lake.
Yeah.
That ducks are known to go. And honestly, we have kind of like a barometer of like where, like in the realm of what things should be. This is giving it a 6, and I kind of fucking doubt it. I feel like ducks are so easy.
This is like this feels, it's the same vicinity as white-tailed deer.
I think it's easier.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too. It is a little bit different because you're usually having to go into like some like marshy waters. So you're usually having to wear like a boot wader combo.
Yeah. You can die too.
So
if you drink too many beers and drown,
you
can fucking die.
Yeah. I mean, that is always a thing that can happen.
Dude, I haven't hunted sober in God damn.
Yeah, hunting sober is kind of wild work. Yeah, they it's noted here as a 6 difficulty, but I don't think it's a 6 difficulty. I think it's like a 3.
Yeah, we'd get birds, but it's a grind.
Yeah.
That's pretty much boils it down.
Well, I mean, that's kind of hunting. Hunting is a fucking grind.
It is a grind. It's mostly about time in. I think, but I do think if we dedicated a day and we just wanted to go out and kill a duck, we could so do it.
You're talking to a guy who does wildlife photography, like, and it's very similarly themed. Outside of the fact of when I shoot a duck, shoot a animal, I don't kill it.
Yeah,
that's the only difference, really.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, yeah, it's still obviously there's a lot more work there, but obviously a lot of it is the patience factor.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people can't do that, but.
Dude, I'm curious about like kids nowadays. What the how many kids actually would want to hunt in general? Because you know, like iPads, tablet, like computer stuff. I wonder if there's gonna be a. Sorry to get existential on the podcast, but here we fucking are.
Here we are.
I wonder if it's gonna swing. You know what I mean? So like right now we're in the tech era, where people are like really about tech. But I wonder if for some people it's gonna swing back around, and people are gonna be like. No, I purposely buy a flip phone. And like kids, like younger than us, will be like, I'm going to buy a flip phone. I'm going to live off the land. You know, there's going to be like...
There will be some. Obviously, it's more based on where people are raised, learn traits, you know.
Yeah.
If like a kid is raised in an area where it's not much technology usage on a day-to-day basis, then yeah, they're probably going to be more inclined to that. But I think a lot of that is more based on where they're raised rather than like they just on a whim decide that they're going to go do that.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, will there be some? Yeah. I think it's going to be less, but also weirdly, I do think there will be a fair bit of it being that there's a lot of people who are like getting more into this like being a man's man type of thing where it's like eating really healthy foods, eating like good meats, stuff along those lines, you know, being living an active lifestyle. Along with that comes probably people who like going hunting. So, or at least would want to learn how to do it. So, I'm sure there probably will. I mean, I know when I was younger, I think I've went hunting once, but
you were younger?
Yeah, I was younger.
What the fuck?
Yeah, when I transcended time.
You're just going to skip over that? Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So, but outside of that, I mean, for fishing, I never really did it all that much, but as I've gotten older, I do like it a bit more. I do think it's a bit more fun. Like, I find it relaxing. So, I say all that. I mention all that to say that, like, yeah, I think there will be. There will be kids that'll get into that, but it's more just based off where they're raised, and kind of sphere of influence. So,
yeah, I think it's a very realistic and honestly thoughtful answer.
Mm-hmm.
Going on, back to non-existentialism, back to the fun. a wild hog at night specifically, does that imply that we can't see?
Is
because
that
then it's like a 10.
is that the only time you can hunt wild hogs?
No,
Why does it have to be at night?
I don't think it does.
I mean, if it's at night, that'd be hard.
I know. All right, fuck yeah,
It's
night.
kind of like hunting early
Yeah.
because
Dude,
it
just
depends upon the
ignore-
hunting season. Well, I don't also where in the United States?
In the South.
Oh, I
the
suppose
South.
that makes sense.
In the South, yeah.
Makes sense.
The thing that I would say about this is, first of all, ignore whatever the fucking setting is.
Yeah.
Just assume we're there.
Yeah.
And then assume it's normal time to hunt, which for me implies daytime. Because I don't know if, okay, audience, I don't know if we know this, but humans aren't nocturnal. We're not supposed to be on the night cycle.
You sure about that?
Shit. Well, shit, yo. Shit, yo. You got me. But yeah, so we're going to assume it's just a fucking normal hunt. Low key, I don't know if it's just me thinking too hard about it, but I think this is like a 7. I think they're fucking vicious.
I mean, I once again, I don't really know, but I'm sure it's somewhat similar to like hunting deer.
I think they're more aggressive than deer.
I don't see how that would make any difference because after you shoot it, it's gonna go down. So
Yeah,
as long as you have a good shot, I mean, does it matter at that point if it's vicious?
Am I getting too much credit? Yeah, fuck it. I'll knock it down to like a 6.
I think this is actually gonna be easier
Than
than a deer.
a deer?
Yeah, because a lot of the work for a deer is you have to like it weighs so much. That's a lot of the work factor.
Yeah.
But for this, I mean, I guess I'm not super versed in hunting wild hogs, but I'm sure I could watch a couple of YouTube videos and figure out the game, how it works. Look up a couple, Google a couple things, chat GPT some shit about like the best recommended strategies for
Already
hunting
assume
it.
we've done that.
So like, I couldn't imagine it's any more difficult, but I am curious about what type of weapon, because I'm curious if
Katanas.
yeah,
It's typical.
yeah, hiding up in a tree with a ninja mask on, with a katana
Yeah, I got the...
and night vision goggles.
It's not a fucking ninja mask. It's the goddamn... It's the Mac DeMarco. What is it? I just threw out a name. I don't actually...
I was like, the Mac DeMarco, what?
I just
I
thought
thought that was
it'd
a real pull.
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
What the fuck is it called? The balaclava? The ski mask?
yeah.
Who's the guy who's famous for having the ski mask?
The ski mask, the slump god.
Yes, actually. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think he's famous for having a ski mask. They just call him ski mask, the slump god.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but
nobody fucking knows why.
quite a pull. But yeah, my overall verdict on this, 3, I would say.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because I feel like this is, if it's at nighttime, I'll give it more difficult because limited vision. But if it's during the day and I can hunt during day, presumably, I don't know why I couldn't.
It's a weird stipulation. I think it's weird.
So, yeah. Next up, we have Eastern Turkey.
So I'm gonna actually just let you fucking answer this because, first of all, they just can't be that hard, right?
I couldn't imagine. I'm guessing this is like a wild turkey.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more. They're a lot more of like fighters. But once again, it comes into the same scenario of if you have a fucking weapon and they're a decent distance away, like it's not that hard.
How aggressive are turkeys coming at you? Don't they run away?
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like you're this far away from them trying to hunt them. Like you're gonna be like a distance away,
So,
presumably.
do you walk and hunt turkeys?
That's a great question. I can't say I've hunted turkeys before.
I really do think you walk and hunt turkeys.
Maybe you do.
And which is why I think it is hard, because I think turkeys don't actually try to fight you, because you're imagining a scenario that you've probably been in because you used to do that.
Yeah.
But so you're not in a cage match with a turkey.
Yeah.
And they have free reign of the forest or wherever the fuck you are, right?
Yeah.
So they're probably running away from you. So like
More
realistically,
likely.
you're walking, and then you're like, oh shit, turkey time. And then you have to fucking pull out the...
So here's the thing is, people also have turkey calls. I'm pretty sure people are kind of like they stay still.
Yeah.
And then they have turkey calls.
True.
They stay where they're at. They have turkey calls. They use their turkey call to attract it because they use like a mating type thing.
Ritual, yeah.
Yeah, they do the mating call.
Dance. Yep.
Yeah, they do the mating dance. And then it starts to rain.
And then you have to, it's optional, but if there are female turkeys, you have the option to do what you want.
Yep.
Because, all right, so you're in a forest, and I'm just going to let your imagination fill in the blanks.
Yep, exactly.
But
precisely.
Do I think turkeys would be hard given that we're so we're assuming we're semi-proficient at hunting them. Do I think it'd be hard? The only thing that I think would be hard is actually finding them. Because I just don't see wild turkeys that often.
Well, that's why you use a call.
I know, but like that, you have to be in the vicinity of turkeys.
Well, once again, that's where you use like Google information and a lot of what are they? A lot of wildlife services,
like DNR.
Yeah, DNR. That's the word I was looking for. They post that stuff. Like they have that information readily available of like what species are in what areas.
Yeah.
So you could literally Google it.
Yep.
Where you could figure out what species of things are in the area, what seasons to hunt them, and then once you know that information, then you kick that over to ChatGPT/Google.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, give me the best advice on hunting these. And I'm like 90% sure it involves turkey calls.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not refuting that at all. I'm just saying simply, I've seen wild turkeys like a couple of times in my life, whereas I've seen ducks, deer, and wild. Okay, to be fair, I haven't seen wild fucking hogs or whatever, but like I've watched the movie.
Yep.
So I know they exist.
True.
So I'm pretty sure, I'm fairly confident that I can fucking get those. Mm-hmm. Eastern turkey, I'm leaving it at a 5, and I'm actually open to being swayed either way.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's around like a 4 to 5, just because of kind of a little bit of the scarcity factor.
Yeah.
But it floats. Honestly, I kind of lean a little bit more towards 4. The only reason I kind of maybe give it a little bit higher is because you also probably need a turkey call.
Yeah.
Where I don't think for any of the you might need a duck call too for mallards.
Yeah.
You might need a mallard.
You totally do.
So those are floating in the same area. So maybe the mallard bumps up to like a 4, and same with the turkey.
Yeah. Next one, elk. Fuck everything else. I don't care about if it's on public or private land.
Yeah.
We're in elk country, bitch. So we're up in Canada.
Yep.
I think. Have you ever seen an elk?
No, I don't think so. I've seen moose.
They're fucking ginormous.
Yeah, I've seen fucking moose. You know what? Maybe it could have been an elk, I guess, because it was in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was in like the woodsier part near Tonto Forest. So, it could have been an elk.
So the thing that I'm actually gonna rate this pretty high, and it's because of 2 factors. First of all, they're hard to find, in the sense of as hard to find as white deer, but still need to be population controlled and all that shit. But they live more in the mountains, forest, areas, which makes them harder to find. And then on top of it, I'm actually gonna rate it an 8 because they're so fucking big. Not only do you have to be in a forest to get them, you also have to have a plan to get them out. And they're fucking ginormous.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I almost wonder if and I'm not too versed on elk hunting, but I almost wonder if you have to butcher them when you kill it. Because that would be like...
Like a deer?
Like, not fully, because, I mean, you could
quarter it.
Yeah. Like, at least a little bit. Just because it would be, like you're saying, it'd be heavy as fuck.
Right?
It'd be so fucking heavy.
Yeah, you need like an ATV.
You need something like that.
Yeah.
Where to carry it out, because otherwise it'd be a bitch and a half. I'm probably gonna give it about an 8 as well. Elk is definitely getting up there, 8 to 9, up somewhere in that range. It's pretty. I feel like that's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So. As well as, like, there's probably other things you have to worry about in elk territory, like fucking
Bears.
bobcats.
Yeah, Bob.
Every, other wildlife that could potentially fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I guess we never really mentioned that for any of the other ones, but...
duck, I just don't see it. Deer, I don't see it because I've been there.
Yeah.
Wild hog, maybe. But honestly, this thing you're scared about hunting wild hogs is that you're on the ground, and then they're going to come fuck you up.
Yeah. I guess I'm not too versed in the wild hog hunting
So they're
Spider-Verse, so...
I think they're in packs. I think the hogs are in packs. And they can fucking...
sense.
If they bum rush you, you could get, like, your legs broken.
You get your cock broken.
Yeah, you get your fucking third leg gone.
Yep.
Next one. Black! All right, so if we had to hunt...
Black?
Black bears. Fine.
You just were like, black!
Yeah, I know.
LOL.
So,
Black bear.
We're... Okay, man. Jeez. All right, so I'll do brown bears. You can do black bears.
Black bears would be easier. Brown bears would be much tougher, I believe.
Yeah, because they're bigger.
Well, not only are they bigger,
tinier.
brown bears are
More aggressive.
and then they're also, I'd imagine they're probably not as easy to hunt.
Yeah, I've watched documentaries. Dude, I
Like-
don't know where they're getting the fucking 7 on here, but I imagine it's a 10.
Yeah, that's about it. I'd imagine that's about as difficult as you get. But
Like, fuck, bro.
I feel like a black bear is probably like an 8 because they are a bit more of like, what is it? They're kind of like in the type of vicinity that like deer would be, like white-tailed deer.
Yep.
So like, if you were hunting one, it wouldn't be quite as difficult. You just need something strong enough to fucking kill it.
Dude, am I crazy? But like, maybe I just think they have fucking bulletproof fucking vests on. But like if you shoot a black bear and it doesn't die, it can climb the tree that you're in.
True.
Like, is that not fucking terrifying?
Yeah. Well, that's why you'd almost more need to do it from like
You're
you have
definitely
like
doing it in a
like
tree.
a cabin in the woods type shit where you have like a couple guns or something.
Well, I think when you actually black bear hunt, you probably bring a couple guns.
Yeah.
As in, you probably have like a long range rifle.
Yeah.
Or realistically, I bet you have like a shotgun with a slug in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of like birdshot, it's literally just like a slug.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, I just imagine it's hard.
Probably also want like a Magnum.
Yeah, condom for sure.
Yeah, you want to bring Magnum condoms.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna need a Magnum condom with a black bear. So.
But maybe Big Bear's just getting to me. But I'm giving it like I'll hop down to like 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking like an 8. Yeah, I'm thinking like an 8. So.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a rattlesnake. On here it says
10.
on foot, no tools.
Fuck that. I don't even care. You have a 22, sure.
Yeah.
I still think it's hard as fuck.
Yeah, it is. They're fucking fast as shit.
They're fast as shit, and on top of that, they can legitimately kill you.
Yeah, they can.
With minimal effort, they can kill you.
Yeah, one bite and you're one pull.
One pull. I think out of all the animals that we've talked about, this is the one I would least want to hunt. I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah. I don't think I want to hunt a rattlesnake. It just doesn't sound like a good one. So, I can't hit it with the pistol from a long range. So.
Yeah.
You got to be a really good shot. So, yeah, that's a big no.
Let's skip them. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next thing.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Yeah. That's... All right, bet.
That is all of the animals. What do you think that we could hunt? Do you think you would
hunt?
do better? Do you think that you're more versed in hunting? Do you think you wouldn't slip up and say the blacks instead of black bears? Are you better than me?
Would you bring your magnums out with a black bear?
Yeah. See, this one I actually kind of tried on this. You can't see it on the fucking,
Yeah.
For us, it looks fun. This one actually kind of looks like a children's playbook. Tag or Pass, OG Pokemon Hunt Edition. I selected about like 12 Pokemon from the original 150, and we're ranking on if we can hunt them. So we're getting out of our fucking real world, and we're going to Imagination Zone. We're going to the Chalk Zone.
Tap.
So suspend your belief. Can you hunt Pidgeotto?
I'd imagine. I mean, Ash Ketchum can hunt them all. So, I mean, I think I could probably do better than Ash Ketchum. He has too much side dialogue.
Bars. So first of all, it is hunting. It's not fucking Pokeballing.
Damn.
So you
That's
have
fucked
to
up.
kill them with a gun.
Well, I mean,
How big is Pidgeotto? He looks fucking huge.
that's just because of this photo.
Yeah, I know.
That's because it's scaled to the same size.
But do you
as
think
the
he's
other
like this
Pokemon.
big? You think he's like fucking
Yeah, he's
like
probably
an
like
eagle
an
size?
eagle size. Yeah, I think I could probably. I guess I don't know the. Yeah, I could probably fuck Pidgeotto up.
Yeah, 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Same scale.
Difficulty. I'll probably give it like a. I'll give it like a 6.
So you're saying tag him or pass is technically the tagline.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying tag him?
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna tag it. We'll shoot that bitch.
Yeah. So it's basically instead of actually fuck the scale, we're gonna say yes or no.
Yeah.
So tag him or pass. Number 2 is a Tauros. It's a fucking big ass bull. Looks more intimidating because I swear to God I've seen these be farmed. So that means they're probably. I think they're stupid. Number 1, and I think they're big, which makes them a little bit easier to kill.
Yep.
It's kind of like killing a wild boar, I guess, if not a boar.
How about a bull?
Wild bull.
That would make
Exactly.
sense. You
Yeah,
know.
Michael.
Yeah, it's Michael Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan's fucking.
Would I hunt it? I mean, am I able to? I'm sure I am.
I'm tagging him.
Yeah, I'll tag it.
I'll
Sure.
tag it.
Yeah, it's a bull. I mean, we aren't the first people to hunt bulls.
Hey, yo.
For real. So
Hey, yo.
next up, Psyduck.
This is where it starts getting a little fucking weird.
That's easy. Light work.
I think, doesn't he have psychic powers? Can he stop bullets?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if that's in the verse.
Well, I'm
The
putting an
Pokeverse.
asterisk on if he can stop bullets, it's a no.
Yeah, we're
if he
cooked.
can't, he's fucked.
Yeah. If that's a power they have, I mean, shit, that's pretty busted.
Well, I'm just thinking, Psyduck, or whatever. I'm assuming he says his name. That's all they fucking do.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them do.
What about Rapidash?
I mean, Fire Horse. Yeah, we could hunt the shit out of that thing.
Yeah, a fire
like-
horse.
Yeah, it's hunting the Fire Horse.
Yeah, I think it's so simple. It's so easy and clean, to be honest.
Yeah, we could definitely tag him.
Yeah, I think that's quite easy. Oh,
Mhm.
this one's a gimme too. Magikarp?
Light work.
Yeah. Magikarp is by far the easiest Pokemon to hunt. In the does he know any moves? What's his shit?
I mean, you could teach him moves because he's
Flash?
a water type. You could teach him like water gun.
Two.
He just has shitty like attack specs and defense specs.
Bitch made.
So, yeah, pretty
Bitch
much.
made. Snorlax.
Light work. Snorlax. I mean, you could. I mean, theoretically, you can hunt all these Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just, do we think we could actually kill Snorlax?
I mean, yeah, why not? Snorlax is just chilling.
I do think it'd be kind of tough.
I
I think if you shoot him with a gun, it's going to get to fat, and then he's going to try to kill you.
well, once again, I'm far away.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
I'm far away.
You can just shoot him in the head with a big-ass gun.
So, yeah. Machamp.
Machamp.
See, this is one where I think I'm passing. I
Yeah.
don't want the smoke.
We finally reached a Pokemon where it's like, I also don't want the smoke.
Bro's
He's just
got-
a guy with 4 arms.
Yeah, and he's made out of rock, I'm pretty sure.
Holy fuck, really?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends. I don't, that's like saying the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is invincible to bullets. So,
Yeah,
so
dude. It's
maybe we do want the smoke.
dude, if you put like Onyx on here, then you're like
Yeah.
super cooked. There's certain Pokemon that it's quite literally impossible. I picked Pokemon that you maybe could, but I agree. This is the first one I'm passing.
Yeah, I'm leaning pass, but I guess it depends upon what the body structure is.
Yeah, I'm passing for sure.
Next up, Cubone.
Cubone! It's kind of a 50-50 for me. I mean, actually, no. We're fucking beating the shit out of him. This guy actually looks pretty squishy.
Yeah.
I'm killing him.
Yeah, he looks like light work.
I'm tagging him.
Yeah, we'll tag him. Easy. Venusaur. Once again, it's a little busted because of the fact that, like, okay, if I'm hunting, I'm long range with a rifle. Like, bro, it's fucking light work. Like, if you're not expecting it, like, you're kind of cooked.
Yeah.
We've kind of already done this with the whole Animal Kingdom thing.
Right.
That's kind of why we're at kind of the top of it, you know, as human beings. So, I mean, we've kind of already done this whole rigmarole. But,
yeah,
you know, I guess we really haven't done it with the last Pokemon on here, though.
Charizard.
Yeah, that one is one where I feel like...
I'm passing.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that sounds like some fuck shit.
Charizard?
It's a fucking dragon.
It's a fucking dragon.
So...
Are we kidding?
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, dude, you're smoking crack if you think you can fucking bust out Charizard.
Yeah, that sounds fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
I'll pass on Charizard.
I agree.
Next up, can we hunt these mythical beachers?
Beachers?
These mythical bleachers?
Can we watch Bleacher Report?
Can we watch the mythical bleacher creature report?
For the next 15 minutes, we're going to watch ESPN while you guys watch us. Okay? No, can we hunt these mythological creatures?
Yeah.
So this one we're going to rate. It's not of can we do it? It's more of how hard would it fucking be? So first of all, we're assuming the real. Second of all, we are ranking the huntability.
Yep. So it's a 1 through 10. 1 is an easy hunt. 10 is we're gonna get cooked.
So, and this is another assumption we're making is that we find them, right? So it's not only that they're real, we have an opportunity to kill them.
Well, it's Fantasyland. Anything's
exactly.
real. I mean, we just talked about hunting fucking Pokemon. So come on.
That's pretty fucking real to me, buddy.
So, first up, Bigfoot.
So he has big feet. It's one of his honestly defining features. So don't look at me
Well, everyone
like
knows
that.
Bigfoot's real. Have you not seen the VO3 footage?
Bars, dude. Oh my god, that'd be so funny, dude. If we bought a subscription to VO3, I mean, it'd be a bitch to edit. I know, but like, if we just had a bunch of like Bigfoot and then us killing it, like, and then put it in the pod, it'd be so fucking dope.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna render that shit. So Bigfoot, do I think I can kill him? He's just a big old ape. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I got a
light
gun.
Work. That's it. I mean, that feels like a 1. That feels like a 1 out of 10. That feels like an easy hunt.
Yeah, if I see him, it's on sight.
Yeah, like, presumably the presumption is Bigfoot's like a big oaf.
Bars.
Like, he's big. He's the big dumb.
Yeah, he also likes beef jerky.
So
I know how to lure him.
Yeah, we lure him in with the beef jerky.
Jacklings.
Yeah, Jacklings. Next up, the Loch Ness Monster.
Lochnen.
The Loch Ness Monster.
The Nesslock Monster is a fucking pussy.
A Lapras.
But goddamn, the thing about this one, honestly, I'm actually gonna rate it really hard because we don't have the facilities, bruv.
I mean, I don't know. What do you mean?
What are we gonna use? Harpoons?
Yeah, fuck yeah. We're gonna
What do
fucking
you
harpoon
mean?
the shit out of that bitch.
Like, dog, are we
gonna get a
rolling up
submarine.
in a fucking RPG?
Yeah, a submarine with a missile.
I think the Loch Ness, out of every one that is like ability to hunt, I think it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, high key it might be. I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of like hunting a whale.
Yeah, but I think it's even harder than a whale. Because, like, first of all, Loch Ness is just kind of like assumed fucking dinosaur thing, right?
Yeah.
So we don't actually know if it's like hard to penetrate its skin or if it's slimy.
Yeah.
So we have that question to begin with. And then on top of that, we are at a disadvantage in the sense of we're in water.
True.
We have to hunt it in the water.
True.
So
then can't we just get a big ass net and catch it and then bring it to our turf?
Sure, but like then we're still like the difficulty of it is pretty fucking high.
Yeah, I feel like if we net it and then shoot it, we're cush.
Sure, but
I'm gonna give
to
it.
get
I'll
there,
give it like a 6.
I'm giving it like an 8.
I'm gonna give it. Oh,
I'm leaving room for something to absolutely fucking dust me. But the Loch Ness Monster is like an 8 for me.
Gotcha. Next up, a Minotaur.
Minotaur.
A miniature tar.
A miniature tar. Shit, yo.
They're kind of beef caked, but my question on them is like, once again, it comes to like if we're off in the distance, like especially on land, it's a lot easier, admittedly.
Bars.
Land creatures, land beings are a lot easier because I'm just like, let me go from a distance. Let me grab a rifle.
Bars.
And then if we get close range, well, guess what? I got a shotty too, bitch. Like,
guess what? I got a shotty too, bitch.
So, yeah. Once again, I think this one, I would say, I think the Loch Ness Monster is so far the toughest. But if I get in a close range battle and somehow it like, oh yeah, guess what? Your shotgun bullets don't work. Well, then I'm fucking cooked.
Hey, yo, pussy.
But I'm gonna give this like a 5. I'm gonna give it like a 5.
A 5th, eh? A 5th of vodka. Do you dare me to drive?
Maybe even a 4.
So I'm imagining. I can't remember the movie, but I remember this like vivid fucking Minotaur, and he looked like a beefcake. But goddamn, if I got a fucking 12 gauge on his ass, boosh.
Yeah.
Boosh. It's saying that it's fucking strong and it's a maze fight and it's a little risky. I don't give a fuck.
A maze fight? Where the fuck did that
I got
come
a
from?
shoddy because Minotaurs are in mazes in Greek mythology. Unironically.
Oh.
This is a thing.
Well, then I have a shotgun, so.
I'm saying.
Anything in this direction, gone.
Yeah, so we're assuming we have the right tools for the fucking job. Otherwise, what's the point? Then it's just a fight. Yeah. Do I think I can fight any of these things? No.
Yeah.
I lose.
Right?
It's not what humans are good for.
For real.
So I'm going to give it like a fucking 5 because I'm just assuming I have a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 as well. I think that's fair.
I just don't think it's that hard. Crack. Do you think you can beat Crack?
Shit. I still haven't beat Crack to the day. A Kraken. See, this is one of those other things where, like, I mean, it is a water monster, but I mean, it's not Cthulhu. Here,
it's fucking fighting next to him.
I mean, it's a Kraken.
Cthulhu. Bro, have you? Oh my god, I think we're absolutely. It's not only just me and you now. Now we need a whole bitch.
Yeah, we
need a whole ship.
Yeah, we do.
We might need even several ships.
We need submarines.
You know what we fucking need to...
Missiles.
Okay, this turns to a 1 out of 10 if we have one thing. If we have access to the U.S. military.
Yeah. No, for real.
And if we do not have access to the military and it's just us on a boat,
it
is now a 10.
Yeah.
It's either a 1 out of 10 or it's a 10 out of 10.
For real.
No in between.
Yeah, if we have military weapon...
If we have drones...
Yeah.
And fucking, like, whatever the big-ass ships are that the fucking military has.
Yeah.
If we have, like, freights like that,
give me a submarine and a missile. Give me an RPG out there. Come on.
Dude, even that, with how the Kraken is portrayed, it is much bigger than several ships. So, like, it's like, oh, fuck, we need, like, a massive ship, and then we also need missiles.
Yeah.
And we need... military.
You got to hit it in the Caduceus. That's why. That's the problem.
Bro.
No one's hitting it in the Caduceus.
So it's a 1 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10.
Next up, we have a Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
P-tier Griffin.
P-tier. I'm going to put it in the P-tier.
Yep, it's going in the P-tier.
I think of Harry Potter. I think it's not super hard to hunt.
Yeah.
I'm feeling...
Don't they just, like, come back to life or some shit?
No, that's not a griffin.
What is that?
Phoenix.
That's a phoenix. Ah.
Yes, that is a phoenix.
I have my mythical birds mixed up.
It's true. They're also a lot tinier. Griffins are like an eagle mixed with a fucking like lion or something.
Oh shit, that's based.
You know what I mean? Where it has like a bird head, but it has like a whole ass body.
And then it has like wings too.
Yep.
That's tight.
They're pretty crazy.
That sounds sick.
But I don't think they're violent, and I don't think they're that hard. I'm gonna give it like a 6.
Yeah, they definitely don't have erections. So.
Yeah.
They are not that hard. I'd probably give it like a 5. I mean, 5 or 6, something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Give or take.
I think that's pretty good. Let's go with a Cerberus. We're in fucking hell.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a dog with 3 heads. It guards the gates of hell.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so it's like the dog in Harry Potter.
Yep, same thing.
3-headed dog. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you bring it down in the gates of hell, then it's kind of tough, because how am I going to get... Logistically, it's tough.
I think it's super fucking huge, and we don't have magic. So, like, at this point, if we're just walking in with a shotgun, even a 50 cal, like, this is really hard because it has 3 heads, so you have to kill 3. You have to kill it 3 times.
Yeah, RPG type beat.
Yeah, so if we're given access to military weapons again, it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a very high rating. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
This is like, this is 8, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Type range. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Next up, a Pegasus.
Pegasus!
A Pregasus.
A Pregasus. I think it's not that fucking hard.
A pregnant sus.
I'm going to be honest. I think Pegasus is not super challenging. I'm going to give it a fucking 4.
Yeah.
It's basically a flying horse.
Yep. I think, it's given like 3-4 range. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. It would just be like high in the sky, so that'd be pretty tough, but
yeah,
I feel like it'd be really high up. But, you know, you could find times where it probably comes down to land. So, yeah, I'm thinking like a 4.
4? Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4.
A chupacabra! It's the fucking Mexican goddamn Bigfoot. Whatever I rated the Bigfoot is what I'm rating the chupacabra.
So, yeah, 1, 2.
Yeah, like
3.
a 1 or a 2. It's like the thing that eats goats. It's apparently kind of like werewolf type beat. I don't think it's super fucking hard. I'm giving it like a 3.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, if I can see it, it's probably going down.
True.
Last but not least, Dragon My Balls. Dragons.
Imagine dragons, huh?
Imagine the dragons. And then tell me if you could hunt one.
This feels tough. This feels hard.
Okay.
Military weapons, 1 out of 10. Regular weapons, it feels like a 9.
Yeah, there's so many dragons that I can think of. I'm imagining How to Train Your Dragon. And if it's like one of the fucking boss dragons, it's GG's.
Yeah, it's cooked.
I guess it really depends on the fucking dragon. But if we're just assuming like a dragon, like imagine Shrek.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like Shrek type dragon.
Yeah, then I'm giving it still like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
If not a 10 out of 10.
To actually kill it, yeah.
Yeah. I think there's some of these that are just almost impossible to kill. A dragon's up there.
Yep.
Dragon's fucking up there.
True. Valid point. And with that, we have killed mythical creatures, and we have not killed mythical creatures, and we've done other things, and we've talked other points, and we've Tingus the Pingus.
We've Tingus the Pingus. If you want more Schmeagle, come on Omegle. If you...
Come on Omegle. Check us out. Platforms, YouTube, Facebook,
Schmungus.
Instagram, on the Schmungus platform.
Tingus, Schmungus.
Yep.
Facebook, Pingus, Instagram, Tingus, Schmungus, as well as TikTok.
Yep.
Um,
Then we're on the streaming platforms, Spotify,
Jerkmate,
Apple Podcasts.
Weekams.
I don't know about those, but I guess if you want to tell people to go there and look us up, you can. You're more than welcome to. If you guys want to search there, I guess you can. More power to you.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want on those websites.
It's your life, man.
So, that's been it for this one, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.